there are people to whom it wouldn't be the dream. If you really like your subject but hate talking, go somewhere else. There's other very good unis out there that don't require you to talk. So Oxford's system is tutorials, which is, I have like 3 a fortnight, which is an inconvenient number. But you sit there with an hour. I've had ones where there are 2 tutors and just me.
It's very
so you've got to be able to talk. If you don't want to sit and talk about something in depth, just because that's not how you learn, that's not how you communicate, it might not be the best place.
That's kind of just humanities. I feel like it's...
I don't know, STEM student.
I mean, there's not as much emphasis on the tutorial systems for STEM subjects. For example, we only have a maximum of 1 tutorial per week. But we do get a bit more interaction within our labs too. So I would say the same if you don't really like to interact with staff members or want to have a vivid discussion with them, perhaps other places would be best.
And where do you live and how do you feel?
We all live
Like pretty close
in
to
college, which is nice and central. It's pretty nice roofs.
Is that true, like all the students in Oxford live in your own colleges?
Yeah.
Student accommodation?
Like, sometimes the accommodation is not in the actual main college site, like it's further out.
But it's never that far.
No.
Yeah.
If you have a bike, nothing's far.
How do you feel about living in college?
It's really nice. I think everyone's very friendly, especially first year. Everyone's trying to make friends. So just throw yourself out there. If you want to meet people, everyone wants to meet people, you know.
And it's just very, very convenient.
Yeah.
So, how much do you spend on living and studying in a year?
A year? Okay, I'm gonna have to add up all my different budgets now. Because I know how much I spend a week, but that doesn't include my bathroom.
That would be easier.
Okay, not including rent. My weekly budget is, I think, £60, so that's like 20 quid on food, maybe 20 quid on going out, and then just in case money. I don't always get through all of it. I did have some money left over last term.
30-40 pounds, kind of depends on like how much you eat in college or like how much food you want to make for yourself.
Does that include the money you spend in hall? Because I buy all of my food from the supermarket and cook it.
No, not including hall. So like with hall, probably around like 40-50 pounds.
Yeah. So, do you have any budgeting tips for future students?
Tesco club card.
Tesco club is massive.
I do meal prep when I remember to.
If you can get an accom with the kitchen, it's just so much nicer to have the option to cook.
Just now I heard you mention the hall. Is that kind of like the formal dinner?
Sometimes halls do formal dinners, sometimes it's more casual.
I mean, we have 2 options in our college. There is hall, which is served to you in courses, but we also have refractory, which is just canteen style.
How's the price for?
I think it's 6 quid for a dinner in hall, and then
it's the same price.
Is it?
Same price. You either get like a starter and a main or a main dessert. It's like if you're going to, it's cheaper than eating out.
It's like actually, if you were to go out and buy a 2-course meal, you could not get that for £6.
So it's good value.
But
how about the flavor?
Depends on the day.
It's not the worst.
It's pretty consistent.
My school was much worse.
Yeah, definitely.
So much worse.
I mean, I was really impressed at their vegan options too.
That's very true.
Right. So at the start, I joined 4 or 5 societies that I committed myself to. I then reduced it down to only 3. So I do swimming, rowing, and tango. For rowing, I was just a part of the carpet campaign in the women's first boat. That was quite fun. We had about 8 training sessions a week, which was quite tough, but very interesting. But most of my time right now is taken up by tango, which I drugs both of these people.
I will say big plug to Oxford Tango.
I go see a lot of plays. There's a lot of good student drama on. I actually need to get involved in being in some of it. But if you know people who are in it, go watch them. Even if it's bad, you get to tease your friends about it the morning after. So go watch plays, and sometimes they're absolutely fantastic as well.
Oxford sports really good, and we're going to do punting later today.
Oh yes.
So punting and picnics. The weather's good. There's tons of green space. So get in nature.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite place on campus and why?
I mean, I really love our college library. By that I mean we all spend quite a lot of time in our college library.
But it's a great library to be stuck in for 7 hours.
Yeah, no, they're nice libraries, but for fun, Uni Parks is quite nice.
Yeah.
Botanical Gardens, actually, we haven't mentioned the Botanical Gardens, and they're one of my favourite day trips. They
do have some really nice rhubarb specimens, so if you want to check them out.
Okay, so I think there's pretty greenhouses, but the biologist.
Also, Magdalen Deer Park, which is where we are right now, and
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah.
It's really nice. You can see the deer.
The deers are pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, they're very nice.
So, what's the best food on campus or in Oxford?
I think it's your cooking, actually.
G&D's is a classic. It's very good.
Yeah, late night ice cream at G&D's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the alternative tuck shop is really nice after a really long lab session too.